Today we are talking tuning. Going to be working on a little brother, switching it from a double reed to a single reed. Got a guy that's wanting to switch it. Of course, everybody knows if you've been calling ducks long enough, single reed, a little more volume, shows your mistakes more, but if you're reversed enough in it to where you can actually run a call, single reed, in my opinion, is the way to go. Double reed just hides a little bit more of your mistakes, which is fine. I mean, that's no problem, but I'm going to switch it today from a double reed, which you can see, two reeds, top reed's got the dimple and everything in it. We're going to switch it from that to a single reed. Sometimes you can pull the top reed out and it sounds fine. Sometimes it don't. We're going to try that first before we go into cutting reeds. But first you need to pull out your reeds with your stopper, switch it out, and sometimes the biggest problem going from a single or a double to a single is your wedge or your stopper is not thick enough. Just depends. Sometimes guys run rubber stoppers, some guys run cork. We like to run rubber because you're getting the same consistent sound out of it. It's not going to wear out as much as cork, but cork will give you a little bit different tone as well. As you can see, it does fit. It's not as tight as we would like it, so we might get a little bit of odd sound in there, so we're probably going to switch that stopper out, but we're going to try it out here and see. Sounds pretty good, but it's got a little bit of a loose sound in it, so we are going to switch the stopper out to a little bit stiffer stopper that's not been mashed in from having the two reeds in there. We may not even have to switch the reed out. I'll grab another stopper here out of the old tuning kit. Put the reed back in, make sure you get it centered up, straight. Some guys push that in with their hands. This one's going to be a lot tighter. There we go. I like to use the back side of my razor blade here to get it pushed in there tight. And sometimes, a lot of people, when you use stoppers, you got to be careful when you're taking it in and out, because if they're not trimmed down, it'll pull the reed and everything out with it. That to me sounds pretty good, and I wouldn't change it for myself. But while we're here, I am actually going to show you how to trim a reed too. But we will keep this reed off the side because that sounds good. Set that one off to the side. Push the stopper out. This one's tight. And grab a reed, uncut reed and stuff here out of the tuning kit. Which tuning kit's seen better days. It's a mess. I've been busy. So, as you can see, I always like to squeeze the reed to get that, to see which direction the bend is going to be, just by pressing on it. That's a lot of times more geared towards a goose call than anything, but we're going to do it with the duck call as well, just kind of so you know which way that flex is better as far as bouncing up. We're going to center it up. Once again, we're going to put the stopper back in. I'll push that stopper in there. And I'm going to show you what it sounds like when your reed's too long. It's difficult to blow. See how it's got that weird bark to it? That's where the trimming it down starts coming in. And I will say less is more, because if you go too far, you're done. You got to get a whole new piece of mylar for your reed, switch it out. So get you a good sharp pair of scissors, come in, and I usually go in about 1/8 of an inch. Take the first snip, try and get it straight across, because you can cut in your dog ears later, but you're trying to get that tone right off the bat. See, that's still got that bark to it, so I need to take a little bit more off. It doesn't sound real ducky. I said less is more. I mean, you can see that bit right there I took off is literally just, I mean, it is a millimeter or two. Right there, that's the sweet spot. You just got to trim the dog ears in. Some guys take just a small portion off. It depends. I mean, you can change the tune of the call that way too. But we're just going to start. We're going to take a little snip off of each corner on a 45. As you can see, you want to try and get both sides to match up. You can see. And that is how you clean a duck call.